Bhaskar Raj was our moderator for the new global trend for business and investment opportunities for the UAE. Congratulations once again, Dr. Sanal Kumar, and to the esteemed guests on the dais. I think it is time to break the ice and have a bit of celebration, to present mementos to the speakers in the lineup as part of the evening gathering, and then we can proceed with their presentations. I'd like to invite Mr. V. Balasubramaniam to receive his gesture of appreciation. Coming up next, a gesture of appreciation to Mr. Edward James Fitzpatrick, CEO of Startup Stock Exchange, SSX, Netherlands. Coming up next, a gesture of appreciation to His Excellency Mohammed Jumma Al Musharak, Director of Sharjah FDI Office, Invest in Sharjah. A round of applause. Invest in Sharjah. Congratulations. Your Excellency, Khalid Rashid Said Al-Shahi, would you kindly come forward as well for recognition, for a gesture of appreciation as well. Thank you for your gracious presence this evening. We will see you at Ras Al Khaimah as part of the UAE India Fest in November. Gesture of appreciation is on the table. Right, so should we press on, Mr. Sajid, and get cracking with the rest of the presentations, and then it's going to be dinner. So thank you. Again, a round of applause for IBMC. Keep up the spirit, keep up the energy, keep up the drive. Let's press on. Business as usual. Investment opportunities for foreign direct investments, FDI, in Sharjah Emirate projects and developments. Join me once again to warmly welcome His Excellency Mohammed Jumma Al Musharak, Director of Sharjah FDI Office, Invest in Sharjah. Moderator, Mr. Bhaskar Raj, Senior Business Journalist, UAE, on new global trends for business and investment opportunities for the UAE. To welcome officially His Excellency Mohammed Jumma Al Musharak, Director of Sharjah FDI Office, Invest in Sharjah, who will present investment opportunities for foreign direct investments in the Sharjah Emirate projects and developments.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I would like to thank IBMC for giving us this opportunity to present the business opportunities in the Emirate of Sharjah today. I'll be brief. Mr. Marwan, our CEO, has mentioned a lot of the benefits of setting up in the Emirate of Sharjah and some of the sectors that we are focusing on. I'll go briefly about the sectors once again, about the economy of Sharjah, UAE, and then the bilateral trade between Sharjah and India. First, I'd like to talk about the connectivity between Sharjah and the world, and then Sharjah and India. UAE is well connected to the whole world because of the location, the strategic location of the United Arab Emirates, and also thanks to the airlines, the international airlines that we have in UAE, which are one of the best carriers in the whole world. We have Emirates flying from Dubai, we have Al-Ittihad flying from Abu Dhabi, we have Air Arabia flying from Sharjah. All these major international airline carriers make UAE a very unique location. Talking about the Emirate of Sharjah, Sharjah is the third largest emirate in the United Arab Emirates. We are well known as the cultural and industrial hub of the UAE. We have around 35% of the total industry in UAE with more than 21 industrial areas and 2 free zones. Sharjah is very well connected in the UAE itself. We are almost connected, as you can see on the map, to the 6 different emirates in United Arab Emirates, beside bordering Oman. And we have different areas that are belonging to the Emirate of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates itself. As you can see on the right-hand side, we have Khorfakan and Kalba, pockets of Sharjah, but on the other side of the United Arab Emirates. So Sharjah is the only emirate that has coastlines on the Arabian Gulf and the Indian Ocean from the other side. Sharjah has a population of around 1.4 million. We cover an area of 2,590 kilometers square. As I mentioned, we border the 6 different emirates and the country of Oman. We have a coastline of around 128 kilometers, and we have 3 different seaports. We are the only emirate that have 3 different seaports. 2 of them are on the Arabian Gulf and 1 on the Indian Ocean. And of course, being on both sides, Arabian Gulf and the Indian Ocean, gives us a lot of competitive advantage when it comes to a lot of sectors, and especially the logistics sector. And we have one international airport, which used to be the oldest international airport in the Trucial States at that time. It was built by the British colony in 1934, and then it was used by the local authorities after the British left. We have a very good relationship with India that goes to thousands of years back. Traders used to bring spices, wood, and many different goods from India, and people from here used to go and bring pearls in and out from India. If we talk about the commercial and economic relations, India is Sharjah's first non-oil commodities trade partner. There is a 50 billion investment by Indian businessmen in the United Arab Emirates, and Sharjah is also the home of the Indian Business and Professional Council and the Indian Trade Center. If we talk again about connectivity, I mentioned the connectivity between UAE and the world. UAE and Sharjah and India has more than 39 flights a day only through Air Arabia. And the Air India and Air Express also operates more than 60 flights per week from Sharjah to more than 8 Indian destinations. And Air Arabia actually flies to more than 15 destinations in India. And Sharjah International Airport is very convenient for businessmen, and especially Air Arabia, for Indian businessmen and investors, because the process of going in and out of the airport is very efficient and very dynamic and very short. You only need like 1 hour to 1.5 hours before the flight to fly using Air Arabia or any other international carrier from Sharjah International Airport. And I remember one of the Indian businessmen told me that he had his breakfast in India, he attended a lunch meeting in Sharjah, and then he went back to his family having dinner again. So, which means that having this connected flights and the high number of flights between Sharjah and India, using the low-cost airlines and using Sharjah International Airport, really makes it very easy for businessmen to go and come finish their deals in one day even. Definitely, we have as UAE, we have a very strong relationship with India. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan recently was the chief guest at the Indian Republic Day. We were very happy to see how His Highness were received by the Indian government, by the Indian people. A lot of photos were shared through all social media platforms in UAE that uh, that really showed how important is the relationship between India and UAE and how important is UAE to India. And all of this at the end of the day will benefit the economic relationship, will benefit the relationship between both countries. Talking about Sharjah again, Sharjah was ranked by FDI Global Cities as the ninth overall small and medium city in the world, and then the third overall small and medium city in the Middle East. When it comes to friendliness, we were ranked 10th. When it comes to human capital and lifestyle, 7th, economic potential, 9th, connectivity, 6th, and effectiveness, we were ranked 8th. And a lot of people here, when it comes to cost effectiveness, ask what is the difference between doing business in Sharjah and doing business in other UAE cities, the major cities, I mean. And here comes the cost effectiveness. We always say that in Sharjah, it's cheaper by 35%, approximately 35%. And here we talk about wages, we talk about rent, we talk about cost of living, the lifestyle. If you add all of this, the cost effectiveness will be like 35% compared to other major cities in United Arab Emirates. And then the connectivity also plays a big role. You are in the middle of the UAE, you are 15 minutes from Dubai, you are 10 minutes from Ajman, you are only 1.5 hours from Abu Dhabi. Now, new roads are being built. The distance between UAE in general, I mean Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and Sharjah to Fujairah is getting less and less. So Sharjah is still a hub, and Sharjah is still a place where business can grow from to the other cities of the United Arab Emirates. This is a credit rating that was given to Sharjah by Moody's. We were given A3 credit rating, and this is because of the fiscal and financial status of the government of Sharjah. We don't have a lot of debts. We have a lot of different sectors that we are focusing on. We have a diversified economy. We are not depending on one sector only. All of this, of course, helped in getting this good rating, and I think that next year we are going to have a better one. This is a survey that was done for the private sector in the Emirate of Sharjah by our colleagues at Sharjah Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and most of the indicators showed that there are increase in numbers like sales revenue, level of selling price, volume sold, number of employees, net profits, and the new purchase orders. All of them were increasing, which means that the private sector in the Emirate of Sharjah is really optimistic about doing business in the Emirate, and they are happy about it. Talking about the free zones, I know that a lot of foreign companies want to know more and would like to set up in the free zones because the incentives in the free zones are very encouraging for the investors to come and invest in. We have two existing free zones. We have Sharjah International Airport Free Zone, which is next to Sharjah International Airport, and then we have Hamriya Free Zone, which is next to Hamriya Port. The safe zone is focusing more about light and small industries, services, and Hamriya Free Zone, because it's a port, they are focusing more about heavy industries, manufacturing, and oil and gas. And then we have a few specialized free zone coming in the pipeline. We have Sharjah Healthcare City, which is a specialized free zone for healthcare. We have a new media city coming up, and we have the publishing city because Sharjah hosts the third largest book fair in the world, His Highness the ruler has a lot of interest in books and education, so he decided to put up a new free zone focusing on publishing only. And then we have a new free zone coming up, which is the Research and Technology and Innovation Park, which is part of the American University of Sharjah. And this is to help in building up an innovative economy, to bring innovative companies like, I don't know, maybe we see Tesla opening a research and development center in the United Arab Emirates and in Sharjah. So this is also to help companies in innovation and research and technology to come to the region. And this is the first project of its kind in the Arab world. The real estate is something else. Previously, we didn't have a law that permits foreigners to own real estate. 1 year ago, there was a new rule that foreigners now can own their own property. They can own their own lands in some of Sharjah areas, some of the designated areas by the government where foreigners can buy, sell their own properties. And there is an increase of 20% in the real estate transactions since this law was passed, and then the revenue was 57%. I know a lot of investors in the real estate from Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and now they are telling me that Sharjah is the promising place in real estate because it has the highest return on investment in real estate. You can get like 9 to 10% return on investment on real estate in Sharjah currently, which is very high in the United Arab Emirates. These are some of the attractive investment rules and regulations. We have, like, in the free zones, 100% foreign ownership. We have 100% repatriation of income. So if a company decides to close, in one day they can close and they can repatriate their profit and their investment 100%. If you are based in the free zones and you are focusing on exporting your goods to the region like KSA, Qatar, Bahrain, you are exempted from the 5% custom duties. But if you want to take it inside the local market, UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, you have to pay the 5%. And till now we don't have any taxes, but a VAT tax of 5% is coming in January 2018. These are some of the forms of and legal structures of the companies that you can open. You can open a branch, you can open a business partnership license, you can open a limited liability company. And then here, foreigners also can own their businesses 100% by obtaining a license that is called these are some of the prizes that Sharjah won. We won the Capital of Arab Culture, Capital of Arab Press. The Sharjah was also crowned as the Sharjah Arab Tourism Capital in 2015 and Capital of Islamic Culture in 2014. Sharjah also hosts a lot of major events, and these events varies from entertainment, business, food, exhibitions, heritage. We have a lot of events happening in Sharjah all around the year. Now we come to the sectors that we are focusing on when attracting investments. We are focusing on attracting investments in travel and leisure, transportation, logistics, healthcare, and environment. In transportation, in travel and leisure, we are focusing mainly on attracting five-star hotels. The authority has prime location for some pockets of land. We welcome investors to come and invest with the government to build this prime location of hotels. We guarantee a 75% occupancy rate in the Emirate of Sharjah currently because of the lack of the five-star hotels. We are also focusing on attracting more passenger carriers to Sharjah International Airport. When it comes to transportation and logistics, we encourage more companies to come and benefit from the location of Sharjah, benefit from the different free zones that we have, benefit from the ports that we have. And as I mentioned, Sharjah is the only emirate that has ports on both coastlines, and having the goods shipped to Khorfakan port and then shifted to Sharjah by land save 2 days on the companies if they are not shipping through the Strait of Hormuz to other ports. When it comes to healthcare, I know that India is one of the destinations that people here in the United Arab Emirates go for healthcare. Now we have a new healthcare free zone where Indian investors can own their own hospitals, they can own their own clinics 100%. As Mr. Marwan mentioned, the ecosystem is there. The healthcare city will contain all components of healthcare, whether it's pharmaceutical, whether it's providing facilities for healthcare products where they can save their healthcare products. Again, research and development center, anything related to healthcare can be found there. So the ecosystem is there. And then we have the environment sector. We are encouraging investments in solar panels, in wind panels. We are open for purchase power agreements with investors. We can buy the power from the Indian companies if they are willing to invest in power generation. I hope that I didn't give you a lot of information. I hope that I was very brief. If there are any questions, I will be happy to answer during the Q&A session. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, Mohammad Juma Al-Musharak. It was very insightful, your comments. It is very clear your commitment to driving Sharjah's FDI to a greater impetus is very, very evident. And thank you for your support as part of the UAE India Business Fest. Wish you all the best. Let's proceed with the last presentation, and then we will have the Q&A. Following that will be dinner. The new global trend of startup stock exchange and advantages for UAE-based SMEs and non-listed companies will be presented by Mr. Edward James Fitzpatrick, CEO, Startup Stock Exchange, SSX, Netherlands. Join me in a round of applause to welcome him.
Good evening. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience today. It's been a really, really long day, but it's been a great day. I feel very much at home here with everybody. I've shook hands with people on potential joint venture partnerships. I've had some very insightful conversations in and outside of this room, and it's been a really great day, and I really must thank Sanjit especially, because we've bonded, Sanjit and I, very quickly, and I call him my Indian brother now. I mean, he really is. He's been great. We've signed an MOU today and a definitive agreement to work together to bring Dubai SX to this region. So what am I doing in life? I started, so this is I'm excited to join you and combine my great technology with a global marketplace. I started a long time ago. I don't look so old, but I promise you I am. And I've been in this space for almost 30 years. And I got lucky when I was very young, and I made a little bit of money. And I decided to invest that into early stage companies. And really for the last 20 plus years, that's been my passion. And I've driven that passion into the combination of what I'm doing today to help SMEs. And so here to be in this room with you guys and see how great everyone and passionate everybody is for SMEs, that's why I feel like I'm genuinely at home. I was involved in an organization, or I still am involved in an organization called Pitch at the Palace, which is run by Prince Andrew in London. And just to frame up what I'm about to say, There was a pitch at the pitch at Palace. So a young kid stands up in front of an audience of 350 of London's top investors. And he invented a little gizmo that puts in the side of a computer and gives you extra space. But it fits flush with an Apple laptop, an iMac, and it was the same color, it fits flush, and it doubled the disk drive. It was as a result of his university studies. He needs more space on his Mac. He hasn't got it, so he invented a product. He invented it and framed it up this one evening in his dormitory in university. He posted it on a crowdfunding site and went to bed. And when he woke up in the morning, he had $420,000 committed on his transaction. He left university and built a business. He pitched at the Palace, came third, and the greatest thing about the pitch at the Palace event is the entrepreneurs, the young entrepreneurs, stand in front of 350 very, very established investors. And then when they've pitched, they leave the room, and the investors are lining up to see the young individual, the young entrepreneur. And it's a sight for sore eyes if you're in my space, because normally the young entrepreneur is lining up to see the investor. Here, the investor was lining up to see him. So, sorry, going the wrong way. What is the Startup Stock Exchange? What am I reframing as Allied Stock Exchange? So a few years ago, I bought the Startup Stock Exchange in a combination of fintech companies that I've invested in and built. And I did it because of these three things. We need liquidity for early stage businesses. We need an eye on an exit strategy for early stage businesses. And we need constant reporting. We need something consistent. So to talk about liquidity a little bit, liquidity isn't the main event. Liquidity does need to be in the frame, but it's not the main event. If we were building a stock exchange just for liquidity, then it'd be like any other stock exchange. And my stock exchange is like no other stock exchange. So when I say stock exchange, you have to put out of your mind that it's actually a stock exchange, because it isn't, and it is at the same time. The Startup Stock Exchange developed out of the onset of a massive activity in crowdfunding. Crowdfunding today is 850 applications an hour. There's 850 crowdfunding applications posted every single hour. So the market is growing and growing and growing. In China, it's 50 billion by 2020. Brazil's right behind that. Crowdfunding, as I said on the panel earlier, is definitely here to stay. But it has a problem. Just like the kid at the pitch at the Palace, he got his money very easily. And if you get your money very easily, 25 years of experience tells me that that's danger point. If that company's leaving that platform with no consistent reporting, with no exit strategy in mind, with no help or assistance, they're in trouble. They're in trouble because they've got a great idea, but they've never built a business before. So they need help. They need someone to fill the gap between what today is a crowdfunding platform, then